Hello YouTube and welcome to a new episode of Review and Shop. Today we're going to review the best robot vacuum cleaners on the market in 2020. Let's take a look at these great gadgets for your home or office that make things extremely easy. Before we get to the video though, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you can hear about every new series as it drops, and please comment your opinions about the video and the products. And if you like this video, please remember to push that like button. Without further ado, enjoy the video. We get started with our list at number 5, Ecovacs Deebot Ozmo 930. If first impressions count for anything, just opening the Ozmo 930's outer packaging will be sufficient to bowl you over. The cardboard box is divided into neat compartments, into which all the paraphernalia and the main bot is stored, and each compartment labeled with graphics so you know instantly where to find everything. That said, the Ozmo 930 itself isn't much to look at. It's not ugly by any means, but it sticks with a rather generic round robot vac design. It's a tough little droid whose front bumper has a little give to absorb the force when knocking into walls and furniture. The back houses a clear plastic tank which you can fill with water when you want the Deebot to mop. The top features a circular protrusion that houses the sensors the Ozmo 930 uses to map its environment. Also on the top is the lid, which covers the power and reset buttons, keeps the cleaning tool from falling out, yes, it comes with its own little cleaner, and protects the bin. Out of the box, the Ozmo 930 will first need to be charged. This can take up to 4 hours depending on how much juice the battery already has. The charging dock will need to be in an open area with half a meter of free space on either side and about a meter in front. While the bot is charging, you can download the Ecovacs companion app, available for both Android and iOS. And the app will lead you step by step through the setup process of connecting the Ozmo 930 to your home's Wi-Fi network and then to the app itself. While it can't be compared to a corded vacuum, or even the Electrolux Pure i9, the Deebot Ozmo 930 has sufficient suction power to perform an efficient clean, especially on hard floors. Carpets can be more of a challenge for the lower section of RoboVacs in general, as hair and dust get caught up in fibers. Yet the Deebot did an impressive job here too. If, however, you have pets, don't expect the bot to get all the fluff off the rugs. We've still got a ways to go before RoboVacs have enough suction power to do justice to some of these tougher jobs. Before a clean, you'll also need to give your home a quick once-over. You can't have socks lying around or leave charging cables on the floor, and the Ozmo 930 does not like getting tangled. Our review unit got caught up in a laptop's charger cable and ended up needing some help getting loose again. We instantly heard a spoken "I am suspended" message coming from under the table when it was cleaning, and received a warning on the app as well. The sensors on the Ozmo 930 detect obstacles well enough, but the droid does travel faster than the Pure i9, which causes it to bump into things rather hard, although it was never hard enough to damage anything or even leave a mark in our testing. It's quite dexterous and able to maneuver around furniture and get under anything that will allow it to pass through. So depending on your furniture, the spaces between dining room table chairs should also get cleaned. The main reason to get yourself a robot vacuum cleaner is so you can either put up your feet and get something else to do all the hard work for you, or so you can get some time to do more important things, or perhaps both. The Deebot Ozmo 930 will do just that for you and goes further than most other robot vacs. There's not much we can fault this little droid. It vacuums, it mops, it does so quite well. Ecovacs Robotics has pretty much aced it with both hardware and software. It's already a must-have in our books, and if there was a way to increase suction power in these robot vacuums, the Deebot Ozmo 930 would be the perfect helper, no matter what type of floor you have at home. Add to that the ability to control it remotely, and the addition of voice control makes this robot worth every penny. However, if you are someone who has a split-level home, the 930's stubborn insistence on mapping means you'll either need to buy 2 units, one for each level, or wait until the EvoVac can figure out how to allow multiple maps on the app. Number 4, Eufy RoboVac 11. It's difficult to get excited about the design of the Eufy RoboVac 11, but it's practical and it won't take up much room in your home. Like a lot of robot vacuum cleaners, the Eufy has a round design that has a bumper on the front so it won't get damaged when bumping into furniture, and perhaps more importantly, won't damage your belongings. Small side brushes point out from the bottom of the round design to sweep up the mess too. The top of the RoboVac comes with an attractive reflective look. It's also emblazoned with the Eufy branding, and the main power button sits on top too, which you can push to start up the auto cleaning mode. The Eufy may be well designed and affordable, but a vacuum cleaner is only as good as its cleaning performance. It could be the cheapest in the world, but it's still not worth it if it doesn't clean your house properly. Whether it does partly depends on if you live in a house that suits having a robot vacuum cleaner. You may think it's stating the obvious, but it's worth noting that if you live across more than one floor, this will be a limited usage for you. The RoboVac 11 is capable of traveling over room dividers and small bumps in your flooring, but it won't be able to climb your stairs and clean an entirely different floor. We're lucky enough to live across one floor, and that means RoboVac 11 was perfect for cleaning that entire flat. The battery life on the RoboVac 11 is meant to last for 90 minutes, and we found it to be mostly accurate. If you're using the maximum setting, which is best for thicker carpeted areas, we found it would offer close to an hour and 15 minutes of continuous cleaning. There are 5 cleaning settings on the RoboVac 11: auto cleaning, spot cleaning, max cleaning, edge cleaning, and single room cleaning. All of these are controlled via the remote control, or you can set it up to go at a certain time of day. It doesn't offer the most efficient or powerful cleaning in your home, but the price is less than a fourth of some other products that we've tested, and the RoboVac 11 is one of the first cleaners to make robot vacuums affordable. If you want to save money, the Eufy RoboVac 11 will treat you well, and it'll be a great choice as the next gadget to clean up your home. And next, number 3, Ecovacs Deebot N79S. At first glance, the Deebot N79S doesn't look all that special, especially if you're used to seeing gleaming, futuristic-looking robot vacuums. That's not to say it's ugly. In fact, it's pretty sleek. It's just not what we think most people picture when they hear the words robot vacuum cleaner. On the front of the device, you'll find an array of sensors, as well as a series of guards aimed at protecting the device in the event of a collision with the wall. On the top, there's one button, which allows you to put the vacuum into auto mode, where it will simply wander around and vacuum the house, or turn it on and off. On the bottom, you'll attach 2 side brushes, which help to brush the dirt and dust into the vacuum itself. The side brushes are partially why the vacuum is really only built for hardwood or short carpet floors. On long carpets, they'll get bent out of shape pretty quickly. The app is pretty well designed. When you first open it up, you'll see a list of vacuums you have, though for most, there will only be one vacuum on that list. Tap it and you'll be able to manually control the vacuum using directional buttons, or set it to a mode. There are a few modes to use. Here's a quick rundown. Auto mode is aimed at being the most efficient at cleaning your entire house. It'll vacuum in straight lines, and then when it hits an obstacle, it'll change direction. Edge mode sets the vacuum to clean around the edges and corners of your room. Spot mode is built to clean a specific segment of the floor, and when you use it, the vacuum will start in a spot and move out in a spiral. Room mode is very similar to auto mode, but it's aimed more at cleaning a specific room rather than a house in general. When you're done vacuuming, the 5th button tells the vacuum to return to its charging station. Through the app, you'll also be able to see how much battery life the vacuum has, and you can schedule the vacuum to turn on at certain times, ideally when you're away at work or out running errands. The app doesn't look all that beautiful, but it serves its purpose perfectly well, and we found it was very easy to use. The Ecovacs Deebot N7 9S is a great way to dip your toe into a smart robotic vacuum without spending too much money. If your smart home is limited to Amazon's growing ecosystem and you don't mind the fact that the vacuum will need a solid cleaning every now and then it's a great option. It's easy to use, generally good at cleaning most dust and dirt, and works very well with the Alexa or the Ecovacs app. The closest name to the summit, number 2, Neato Botvac D7. Neato has stuck with a design that looks like a capital D, a move away from the typical circular design of Roomba and Dyson robot cleaners. This design allows for the mounting of a 10.9 centimeter rotating brush at the front of the D7, allowing it to function much like a traditional vacuum cleaner head. The front unit has a solid plastic bumper, which allows the D7 to lightly bump into any obstacle it may not have detected, enabling it to create a more complete picture of the space. The Neato Botvac D7 Connected offers an Eco mode and a Turbo mode. The former is quieter, prolongs the battery life of the D7, and performs a lighter clean, while the latter performs a more thorough clean, but makes the vacuum operate at a slightly antisocial volume. Of course, antisocial volume is nothing to be concerned about if the vacuum cleaner is happening while you're not at home. One of the main draws of a robot vacuum cleaner is that you don't have to be there when the cleaning happens, and it's a benefit that Neato exploits this to its fullest potential. With the introduction of My Floor Plan and No-Go lines, Neato has taken its exemplary remote cleaning features to the next level, allowing you to see exactly where the Botvac D7 cleaned and how long it took, and setting up the aforementioned no-go zones. What this does is instantly put you back in control, something we didn't even realize we were missing until we experienced it. When you're vacuuming by hand, you can decide to leave an area alone, but with the other robot cleaners, you had to set up a temporary barrier. Manufacturers have strategies for enabling you to do this, including providing physical barriers that you can place when needed, but having a map on your phone where you can just draw a line is so much easier. Another great feature is manual mode, which allows you to control the D7 like a remote control car, using arrows on your phone screen. So if you just had a spillage and you want to clean only that specific spot, you can. The Neato Botvac is without question one of the best robot vacuum cleaners we've had the pleasure of reviewing. It's well designed, it cleans well, and it has plentiful customization options, so you can get it to clean exactly how you want it to. For the price, however, we'd expect it to be faultless, or so close that it makes no difference. And the issues we have with the bin and app mean we can't really recommend it unconditionally. That said, if you're happy with a slightly fiddly scheduling system and a small bin in comparison to a conventional vacuum cleaner, with no sensor to tell when it's full, then the Botvac D7 may well be for you. And finally, number 1, iRobot Roomba S9 Plus. If someone were to give you a blank check and tell you to buy the best robot vacuum, this is the bot to get. The robotic vacuum delivers powerful suction and superb dirt and dust removal. On hardwood floors, this Roomba picked up an average of 93% of our test sand, the highest amount in our test group. But it struggled a bit cleaning sand from low pile carpeting and area rugs, earning a low average dust and sand pickup of 28%. That said, the Roomba Robot Vac removed an average of 71% of sand from our mid-pile carpet while vacuuming. Again, this is the best result that we saw on this specific test. It also cleaned up more dog hair, pet dander, and allergens than any vacuum in this test group. and the bot navigates the map's multiple rooms and floors. iRobot has also updated its app to allow you to designate keep out zones that you want the S9 Plus to avoid when cleaning. The app also lets you use voice commands to immediately clean a room using Alexa or Google Voice Assistant. The robot zipped through our test room in a short average time of 25 minutes too. You can link the S9 Plus to the Roomba app and your home Wi-Fi as well. Best of all is the Roomba S9 Plus's clean-based docking system. The dock both charges the robot's battery and empties its dustbin automatically, making cleaning even easier and keeping you from worrying about the battery life.